Good evening and welcome to Woodbridge TV 35's Friday Night Football. We got Friday Night Lights. I'm Greg Ficara, my colleague Kyle Anderson. We're both council members and part-time sports broadcasters. Kyle, we got an interesting night tonight. It's not a team that we see all the time. North Hunterdon, they're 1-3. We were talking before. Woodbridge, of course, is 4-0, undefeated. What do you think about tonight's game?
Well, both teams are battle tested. Although North Hunterdon's actually 1-2, North Hunterdon lost to Morris Knolls in a very close game, and Morris Knolls is ranked in the top 25 in the state of New Jersey. And Cranford, who we know is a 2-0 team, and Cranford is very well coached and a really skilled team.
Yeah, you can see by the scores that North Hunterdon has the ability to score. So when you look at the game 4-0 versus 1-2, it looks like it should be an easy game for Woodbridge, but on the contrary.
So Luke Martini is the quarterback for North Hunterdon. Unfortunately, he's out the last two games with an injury, but it is noteworthy of mentioning that he threw for over 600 yards over 2 games. They turned their passing game into a running game, and they have a few players that actually held the running game down. They ran for over 276 yards in last week's games, led by Kent Edwards.
So here we are, it's Friday night in September, late September. It's a beautiful night for football. You can hear the North Hunterdon band playing behind us. We're ready for a good game, and it's Friday Night Lights, baby. Stay tuned. Good evening and welcome to TV 35, Woodbridge Sports, Friday Night Football. North Hunterdon kicking off to the Barons. And we got a short kick starting off. Kyle Anderson, my colleague, joining tonight. Kyle, good evening.
Hey, it's a great night out here, Greg. Beautiful sky, nice temperature, great football weather.
Yeah, we're starting off with the Barons with the ball. So when they get their offense out there, we'll start reading off. Of course, we know many of the players because the Barons are now 4-0 and off to a great start. I think they're number 15 in the state and led by quarterback Matt Staton, who's got some outstanding statistics that we'll share with you first. And there the Barons are in a trip formation, taking advantage of the wide side of the field. Stanton back in the shotgun. And the first play keeps the ball up the middle for a nice gain, 5-6 yards, but it looks like they're calling for a loose ball.
Oh, wow. So that's a typical play that we'll see from the Barons where Matty Stanton gets the 5 yards that he did, but you do not see him fumble the ball. So that's a rare turnover for Matt Stanton.
Yeah, as we were talking a little bit before the game, that's really, in spite of all the very great statistics that he has, the one thing he does is take care of the ball.
Yeah, and he's actually the leading rusher on the team. Matt's been rushed for close to 300 yards, and we're going to see what North Hunterdon has here for their game. Let's see what their offense looks like.
So it looks like we have number 14 for North Hunterdon, Alex Zezotarski is the quarterback.
So last week was his first.
Ball, false start, offense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
Zezotarski's last week was his first week as a starter. He is a senior. He threw for completed 6 passes out of 11 for 66 yards. Luke Martini, his predecessor, threw for over 600 yards over 2 games.
And there's a nice stop.
It's like number 6 Nick Glucksman on the carry.
And I'm looking for the Woodbridge. I don't have that number in my roster.
What number you got?
Right. What is this? No, 66. I'm sorry, 66. AJ El-Huzani is big. We called his name out a lot against Colonia. He's a big fella. Big fella. 6'4", 295. Came all over that. Caught in the backfield. Dylan Bradley, number 51, in on that hit.
So Dylan is a twin brother. The Bradley brothers, the Bradley twins, are seniors here, and they've been staples on the defense.
So it looks like the entire North Hunterdon team looks to the sideline and then gets the play called in, and they go right out of a no huddle. 3rd down and long.
So that's a completion to number 4, Derek Vadas.
And it looked like the quarterback at that time was Ryan C. Drawl, number 9, right? And on the roster, they don't even have him listed as a quarterback. Their starting quarterback, you were telling me, was injured. So I guess they're experimenting back there now, shall we say, and they've got their punter in.
Yeah, they had a prolific passer in Martini. Their last 2 games, they're really experimenting with their offense with some run, some pass, and here they are now set up for a punt. Let's see what they do.
Good bounce.
And that is Isaiah Allen turning the corner. He takes a hit as he's about to go out of bounds. Picks up about 8 yards on that return.
Nice return.
And the hit did happen inbounds. It was a tough hit, but it was still inbounds.
The referee, folks, the official out there with the white hat on is mic'd up. And we'll see how everything goes. Let's hope our camera guy Emil is okay. He was very close to that play. There seems to be a connection with the 2 quarterbacks. The one that's injured for North Hunterdon and for our guy, for Matt, something to do with St. Joe's, right? They were both at one point affiliated with St. Joe's.
I think it was where they go right back to Stanton, it shows a lot of confidence that the coach has in Matt Stanton for him to come back. And although he only picked up 2 yards, Matt is loaded. He's 6'3", 195-pound quarterback. Built a lot more like a tight end or a Tim Tebow type there.
Absolutely. Here they go with a 2nd and about 8.
This is a perfect passing situation, and they got the formation for it, but they haven't gone to Mike Calvert, who's set up there in the backfield right now. Okay, they went up top, and it looks like that was A.J. Bosch, who was double covered.
Boy, he threw that ball effortlessly. He threw that ball 35, 40 yards in the air.
Matt's got a strong arm. I've seen him as a quarterback since he's 5 years old. He's always had a strong arm, and he could always throw the deep ball. It looks like they're going into a no huddle. Came right back out and lined up in their formation. They look to the sideline for the play. It's 3rd down and 8.
Taking time off the clock there, just getting organized. Here's the snap, looking downfield again.
Matt got pressure on that one. There's going to be it looks like a hold back there too.
Flag. Andrew Sneckel from North Hunterdon was in on that play. It was a big hit, 5'10", 190 pounds.
Holding. Offense. Penalty declined. 4th down.
North Hunterdon in their roster here, Kyle, instead of saying senior, junior, sophomore, freshman, they got the year of graduation, so we got to do math. Come on, man. Come on, man.
That's not what we want to see.
Yeah. Here's Barron's punting now for the first time, 4th down. Oh, man.
They came in close to one of the Bradley brothers who was punting that.
That was a
Very
darn
close to being blocked.
Yeah, it's amazing that he got that off.
So they'll have good field position again on the 43-yard line. So far, we've seen 2 good defensive stances here.
Yep. Looking out on the field, trying to call some numbers. I see number 7, Amir Wallace, who is a stud. I mean, he's just a big fella. He's always around the ball defensively. Of course, I mentioned him earlier, 66, A.J. Alahusani, 6'4", 295. Another guy always around the ball. Who else we got
95 out there. We got Lamar Knight.
Laz Lazoho is out there, number 15. Believe I saw 15.
Overthrow there by the quarterback. Looks like they have
Mike Calvert's out there.
back out there again. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yep, no, go right ahead. I'm just trying to grab some numbers and call them out. Mike Calvert's out there, as I said.
And Dennis Smith is out there at the other corner at number 4.
Yep, and Isaiah's deep, along with, who is that?
A.J. Bosch, number 8.
Right. Got a little motion, and they run towards the motion, but not much gaining there. Real nice job, both defensive guys.
Did you get Laz Lazoho?
Yeah,
okay.
I called him out. Number 13, Brian Anderson's coming into the game right now.
All right. Must be preparing for a little nickel package there.
Yep. We'll talk about Brian and Derek later. Don't think I'm going to let you slide on any of that.
Wow. Now, Dennis Smith made a great hit right at the sticks,
Right.
a yard short of the sticks, and it'll bring up a 4th and 2, and they'll have a decision to make.
Yeah, well, that's really a heads-up play by Dennis. You know, being aware of where you are, where the sticks are, is so critical. You know, as a coach, that's things we talk about all the time. And I think that's something that Coach LaSala does. He you know, it's a program. It's, you know, it's football smarts, and that's what he preaches. And it's easy. That's why they're 4-0. One of the reasons they're 4-0.
All right, now don't be surprised if you get a hard count here, but they're going with the quarterback keeper, and he gets the first down. And they switched quarterback at the time, and that was Ryan Drawl. So Ryan Drawl came in, ran more of what we know as a wildcat, and got the first down for him.
Yep.
Number 9.
Yeah, Ryan is listed as a wide receiver, defensive back, kicker, and punter.
He does it all.
Yeah.
And we have him last week. He got 70 yards in rushing. 70 rushing yards last week.
So now they're on the good side of the field for them. They're going with trips here to the left-hand side. Ryan staying in at quarterback.
Throws behind the receiver.
Yep. Although the defensive line for the Barons didn't get to him, they did pressure him and make some rush, and what a difference that is, you know.
He has a quick delivery, and that play was designed for him to get the ball out of his hand very quickly.
Jeff heading out there on the line for North Hunterdon, trying to call out a few of the numbers as we see them. Another quarterback keep. Some pretty good yardage there on 2nd down.
That's number 7, Amir Wallace in the mix there.
Yep. John Saccelli is a wide receiver for North Hunterdon. 13, Hunter Poulter is in there. On the offensive line, number 55, Craig Rell.
You have the Bradley brothers for Woodbridge in there. 51 is Dylan Bradley at 6 foot 220, and his identical twin Jason Bradley is also at 6 foot 220.
Here comes motion. Barons come up and pressure on the line of scrimmage. Ryan throws.
Left. Ball's overthrown.
Isaiah right there in the area. The North Hunterdon folks next door to us were calling for some kind of. Oh, we're going to take a look at that play again. There was some call by the North Hunterdon coaches. They were, but you can see. see if we've got a good view of it. I don't know if their foot got tangled up. Doesn't look that way, but the official was right there, so he was in place. I'm sure if he saw it, he would have called it. So it's a good no call. Now we have 4th down, and it appears that North Hunterdon is lining up to go for it. Looks like they need about 5 yards. Back to pass, Ryan. Throws it a little long.
Pass was intended for, it looked like number 15, but no, I don't. Not 15. Okay, that's 13, Hunter Palter.
Yes. So they turned it over on downs, but so far we've got a pretty good defensive game going on. No one seems to be getting in the groove as far as offense is concerned. So let's see what Woodbridge does. This is their 3rd time with the ball.
Yeah, Woodbridge has not actually made a first down yet either.
Right. So we're coming out and see what Matt Stanton leads his team now.
Here we go on the jet sweep to A.J. Bosch. What a nice crackback block, but it's going to be a penalty on that one. So if they're saying that Allen did not get his head in front, they call it a block in the back.
Yep. That can happen pretty easy on a play like that, with that inside toss to Bosch.
We're blocked in the back on the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot. First down.
And that play is designed to catch the outside backer. Here we go. Let's take another look.
Yeah, we're going to take a look. This is a staple play for them, as Kyle said, the jet sweep.
Yep, that is a clip.
And there was the hit right there by Allen.
So if Allen gets his head in the front or on the side, he's okay. But on that play, his player never turned, and he ended up getting him in the back. So
we have a 1st down and 22 yards.
Right to A.J. Bosch. Gets brought down by number 7, Andrew Schneckel.
But gets almost half of the yards back. So now you got 2nd down and 11, which is a lot better than 2nd down and 22. Barron's looking over to the sideline for the play. See number 40 out there, Caden Ford for North Hunterdon.
They have a 4-receiver set right now. Fake to Calvert, and they get the pass out to Allen. Gets tripped up, but picks up about 6 yards.
Yep, so now we have a 3rd down and about 5, which is manageable when you consider they had a 1st down and 22. So Barron's do a nice job of closing that gap for a 1st down. We've got twins to the right here. We've got Derek and Dean Fiore, is that right?
Dean Fiore and Brian Anderson.
Yep.
Yeah, so Dean is number 9.
Right, and Brian is number 13,
yep.
And they're out here in the...
And Bosch and Allen on the top of your screen.
So we have double slot. And now we have a motion. Some extra protection on that side, nicely done. Upfield, and there's a nice 1st down.
There was a nice little clear out there.
You know, I just want to, Isaiah did a nice job of catching that ball and got an extra yard or 2 after he was hit. We can see this play again. Watch Isaiah. He catches the ball. Very nice play by Matt there.
Nice pass.
He immediately gets his shoulders up the field, and he still gets that little bit of extra yard. That's the intangible that coaches talk about.
That's the first that they've moved the sticks. And Michael Calvert gets his first carry of the day, and it's 9 yards.
Very nice job by Michael. Good blocking.
He's been very patient. Michael is a dangerous weapon out there. You know, we've talked about the players for Woodbridge. You have Isaiah Allen, Michael Calvert, A.J. Bosch, and Matt Stanton. You have 4 weapons out there all at once.
Nice job by the offensive line. I saw big Dylan Bradley with a nice block on that play.
Goes Michael, does not get much. He's hit by number 22, Alex Yerniak.
Khalib Barahona did a nice job of blocking on that play.
Lamar Knight comes into the game. He lines up at the left tight end or left tackle.
6'2", 290, Lamar. That's a big dude. Woodbridge got some big fellas on that team, man.
Yeah. No stranger to the buffet.
No, they're tight. Got everybody up on the line here. There's a quarterback sneak call. So it looks like he got it.
And it looks like the Lions of North Hunterdon are aware that Matt runs that ball. I mean, after 4 games and seeing him as the leading rusher on the team, and that he's not your typical quarterback where he just stays in the pocket. He runs that ball, and they're prepared to tackle him every time he takes off with it.
That's 2 first downs in a row for the Barons, doing a nice job coming back from after a penalty, and they're moving the ball.
Passes to Dean Fury, it looks like. Is that number 9?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That way.
Oh, that's Dabash. My bad.
Okay.
They're very similar body types, and their numbers are 8 and 9.
Yeah. Here we go. We're going to take another look at that again. A nice pass. Well thrown by Matt. Nice grab, and he stays on his feet, grabs a couple more yards. And the Barons are in business with another first down, and they are on the 20-yard line.
And the North Hunterdon player looked like he went for the ball, and it allowed Bosch to get a few more yards after.
Yeah, he is a quick player, Bosch. He really has got some speed. There's the fake.
Not much there. They're not letting Matty get much.
No. I saw 47, but there is no 47 on the North Brunswick roster, so that's not helping anybody out.
Laszlo Soho came in for the Barons.
So we have a 2nd and 12 now, and the Barons are in somewhat of a tight formation, at least on the offensive line.
Matt's letting it go. He's got Isaiah Allen in the corner of the end zone, but just a little too deep. It's one of those passes that you've got to throw it before he actually gets open.
Yeah.
Because if you're thrown to the corner of the end zone, once he crosses the goal line, the ball's going to sail out of the end zone.
Yeah.
You've got to throw it before he gets open.
Absolutely. Little change in there. Number 1 coming in, Calvert. Calvert's been active today. It's good to see that. Stanton looking over for the play. He's getting his team set.
3rd and 12. The coverage for North Hunterdon's been pretty good so far. There we go, another play action. Gets it right to Amir Wallace. And Amir does what he does. He'll get you that yeoman's work.
Yeah, he's we got an opportunity to see this play again. A well-developed play, nice protection up front by the line. Amir gets that ball, and you know, not one person's going to bring Amir down. It's going to take a few. So here they are, 4th down, and the Barons are going for it.
See what they're doing here. We have a trips right and slot left, and there's a timeout.
Maybe they just wanted to see how things are going. So let's play connect the dots here now. We got 2 Anderson young men on the Barons team, so that's got to be interesting for you to be up here calling those plays, and you know, it's exciting. You know, it must be really exciting for you.
Yeah, it is. And Derek was able to get his first snap last week, and Brian's been on the field since day 1, and you can tell he's very comfortable out there right now. And Derek is supporting Matt Stanton, and Matt's having a fantastic year. And I'm thrilled, you know, that they're getting that opportunity. But you know, I'm very confident that they earned it.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and you know, you could see the way they carry themselves, that they're comfortable in what they do, and it's nice to see kids have fun, you know, the bottom line. So, and then the other little tie-in here is that North Hunterdon picked up their first win against Scotch Plains Fanwood, and on a negative note, KJ's assistant coach there, right? And
that's correct, and he had a lot to say about them. He said they're a pretty tough team. They ran the ball. When the prior weeks they threw the ball a lot, and they ran for 276 yards against Scotch Plains.
Yeah, when you look at North Hunterdon scores, they're all very close. They played everybody tough, so it's not like they're not capable of, you know, hanging in the game. And You can see it by here. They're giving, at least with 1 minute and 5 seconds to go in the first quarter, they've given Woodbridge a run for their money, although Woodbridge is knocking on the door right now.
Matt's rolling out left. And, ooh, it's close. It's very close to a first down.
I think the momentum got him over.
Yeah, I think he was over across the line, and then he got pulled back, so they gave him the first down. And being that we're in the red zone, it's worthy of mentioning that there's another freshman that was brought up, and that's Isaiah Tolliver, who has stepped in as the kicker. For the ever since the Saraville game, Isaiah Tolliver has been kicking the extra points. Hasn't got a field goal yet, but he's kicking very consistently on the extra points, and that's important in a lot of ball games that Woodbridge has been in.
Wow.
Here goes Matt Stanton.
Keeping it.
He really barrels ahead this time, and another ball lost. Oh boy, they got the hand in there and got the ball out.
You know, I think sometimes when you give it that second and third effort, those things happen.
That's right. That's right, yeah.
All right, well, we'll see what the Barons defense can do now. Nice job by North Hunterdon. I didn't get who recovered that fumble. Looks like it might have been number 4.
And if that's the case, that would have been Derek Vadis.
Right.
Or Vadis.
Okay, we're going to take a look at this play again. You'll see that Stanton got some nice yardage. He was bowling his way in there.
Yeah, he gets held up there, and as he's spinning, the ball comes loose. So one of the players must have got their hands in there, and you just have to make sure that doesn't become a chronic thing throughout the game.
Yeah, we saw Kenty Edwards in that scrum there, so it might have been him that recovered that fumble.
So again, we see the forward momentum has number 3. Kenty Edwards up to the 1-yard line, even though he was tackled in the end zone.
We have the North Hunterdon assistant coaches to the right of us, and weren't necessarily,
animated, huh?
Not happy with that play. All right, and that's the end of the first quarter. All righty, and we got the end of the first quarter, and it's 0-0. The Barons have North Hunterdon pinned down at their goal line area here. Not a lot of margin for errors. So again, you started to talk about, of course, KJ was a wonderful quarterback here when they had their run for a state championship, and now a assistant coach at Scotch Plains Fanwood, and he started to give you a little scouting report, and it's coming true here. I mean, you know, it's a tough first quarter.
Yeah, it is. North Hunterdon, you know, not to be mistaken about their record. They're a tough football team. They've got a bend but don't break defense right now. And whenever they need a big play, they've come up with a turnover against the Barons. And the Barons are going to have to try to put some drives together to try to get in the end zone, because you can't let teams like this that are hungry hang around the game.
Right, right. And when you look at, you know, rightfully so, the publicity that the Barons are getting, being 4-0, ranked in the state right now, you know, you got every game's a tough game because everybody is putting their A game up against you. So
first 3 games for the Barons were very tested. You know, number 15 Winslow,
right? They
come in 26-14. Then you have Colonia, 21-14. What a great game! They've won 3 games since then. And then Saraville, it was 28-28, and then Woodbridge really pulled away in that game and said, no, we want to be 3-0. We deserve this ranking, and you know, let's see what they can do here. They need to really keep these guys back here and get some positive field position.
Yeah, this has a feel. I know you came up and visited us in the booth. I believe Craig and I called the Colonial Woodbridge game. This has a feel like that. That first quarter was a little.
Absolutely. Fans are still coming into the game, so the people that come from North Hunterdon, which is over an hour away,
right?
They've
dead ball, offside, defense, 5-yard penalty, second down.
They're making their way in it. Now, we know North Hunterdon as a team that our alma mater, JFK, beat in the state championship in 1978, 23-6.
When my brother Michael played. Yeah.
That's right. Your brother Michael played there.
Yeah, that was a great game. Bounces outside.
And Edwards makes a good inside-outside move and gets around the edge and picks up a first down.
A nice tackle by Isaiah Allen. Let's take a look at that one again. This is a very well-developed play. Bounces it outside.
And Michael Calvert, who comes up from the corner position, got sucked in on that first move.
Hey, if Isaiah doesn't make that tackle, that kid could have been off to the races.
And he looks quick enough to do it, too.
Absolutely. So now North Hunterdon with a little breathing room, moving the ball. And stop this time.
Yuriak on the carry. No gain. 2nd and 10.
Number 66 for Woodbridge, A.J. Al-Hossani, kind of blocked up that hole. He didn't actually make the play, but he clogged up that whole side of the line. So,
with the exception of the Sayreville game, the Woodbridge run defense has been really stellar.
Dropping back for a pass. Well thrown. We'll take a look at that again. Ryan Jewell back there throwing the ball. Very well thrown.
Through a strike, he's brought down by Dennis Smith, number 4.
You might have to think that it could be his. Did you say that he played quarterback last week?
We have him down for being a runner,
right.
But he looks like he does do some of that wildcat where he runs the ball more.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was a different running back. Alex Zestarsky was the quarterback last week. And you know, my scouting report on our team, the Barons, our pass defense, our secondary has struggled against some teams that pass really well. So we'll see what they can do here. I mean, this is almost perfect timing with their quarterback not being here, and our secondary can sometimes fail us. But right now, Woodbridge is letting them move the ball. Let's see what they got. They're guessing. Yeah, right now, they have Woodbridge guessing right now.
Alex Gurniak with that run for North Hunterdon. They actually had number 6, Nick Gletzman, in at quarterback on that one, but it was a direct snap to Gurniak. And now we have number 9, Ryan Jewell, back in the game, and we have a 3rd down and 2 for North Hunterdon, and they're at about the 43-yard line. And there's motion.
And there goes
big stop there.
And there was no fooling our defense on that one.
Number 7, Amir Wallace, is in on that. A couple of the guys were in on that. One of the Barons coming out hobbling right now, and he just dropped down on one knee. You don't like to see that.
It's number 52, and that is Jason Bradley.
Yeah, you don't want to see that. He got up on his own. That's good, and he's walking off. Hopefully it was a cramp.
We saw a lot of that in the first few games.
Yeah. That doesn't look like Dr. Swan with us tonight.
It could be over at the Colonia game. They are playing home tonight as well, I think.
Right.
And I believe they're honoring Eric LeGrand.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. I go by Eric's coffee shop. It's close. There's always activity going on there, so that's very exciting.
Can't wait till that opens. That's going to be a fun little place to meet.
Absolutely. It's big number 95, Lamar Knight, out there at the top end of the field. North Hunterdon in a spread with going for it here. Oh.
Okay. Hunter Seifert is the, Hunter
Dead
Poulter.
ball. All sides, defense. 5-yard penalty. It's going to result in a first down.
So Woodbridge showing a lack of discipline there. Second offsides play.
Yeah.
Hunter Poulter lined up over here is 6'3", 190 wide receiver. He's a big receiver there.
Wow! Shout out to the officiating crew out there. The referee doing a nice job so far, turning on his microphone. Which,
yeah, keeps the folks at home.
Right, the simple pleasures of life, and that was a kind of a pretty big mistake there for Woodbridge. They had him pinned.
Okay, Drell stays with it again, and Woodbridge is not giving up anything up the middle, that's for sure. Not when Ryan Drell takes the play.
Zoho Laz in on that play. He's been active today.
You also got number 53, B.J. Charles in there. 5'10", 225.
North Hunterdon looking to the sideline for the play.
And you have a 2nd and 9.
Hunter Poulter split out wide, closest to us, 6'3", 190 pounds. He's got the look of a wide receiver.
There's Kente, number 3, around left side. He stops, and it looks like they'll give him the first down on that, though.
Good play by Calvert, standing his ground there. We're going to take a look at that play one more time and see. It is a first down.
We saw that play before.
Calvert plays off his man and does a nice job there.
And that was a play before where Calvert got sucked inside, but this time he actually kept his outside containment.
1st and 10.
Here goes Edwards again to the left side for the first time today. Gets tripped up and picks up about 3 yards. 3 yards.
Yep. And that was number 4 who made that play, Dennis Smith. It was a nice open field tackle. They almost pulled their whole entire North Hunterdon line to the left on that. They've really got a unique. There they go again. They're pulling somebody on almost every play.
Edwards again, short gain. They're keeping the defense on the field.
Yeah. Dean Fiore in on that play, number 9.
Dean's a sophomore. Comes up, he hits like a truck.
So here we go. 3rd down and about 7. Drops back to pass.
Play action. And that was played well by Dennis Smith.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at that again. The ball was well thrown, Kyle.
It was right on the money.
It was a very nice defensive play.
Here's the ball. Let's see if Edwards gets there early. Right on time.
Yeah, it looks
right on time. It was too close to call.
Yep. Nice play. Now we have a 4th down, and it looks like keep the Barons on side here. Don't go off sides, but they're going for it. North Hunterdon, they got trips to the right, and that's where he rolls out.
And the ball is completed, but it looks short of the first down to me. No, they gave it to him.
Wow. Big play for North. Let's take a look at that again. It was a big play. Referees on the field call it a first down. Rolls out. He's got nice protection.
That's Hunter Poulter.
Yeah. Barons were there pressuring, but just not enough. Didn't make a difference. So we got a new set of downs for North Hunterdons. They got tripped to the far side of the field. And the quarterback's looking to go down into the corner.
And Poulter is ridden out of bounds by Michael Calvert, which is a great play. If you can get that guy out of the off the field before the ball is released, he's ineligible to come back in and make that play.
Yeah. So they got a wholesale switch in there. Ryan Dwall's out of the game. Let's see who lines up at least in quarterback, but they do go to that special offensive formation. They have snapped it directly to Alex Uranek, and he's in the game now. And a straight handoff. At quarterback that time was Alex Zeskortarski.
And that handoff was to 22, Alex Uranek, as you pointed out. Not much gained on that play.
No. Amir was in on that one. Amir Wallace was in.
Got a player down. Looks like an arm injury for North Hunterdon.
Yeah, you don't like the way he's holding that arm, that's for sure. So we have a medical timeout on the field right now, and as we said, it's an absolutely beautiful night. There seems to be no breeze. It got a little breezy before, but there's no breeze right now, so it's our passers The old phone says it's about 66 degrees. Field looks great. There's a nice crowd. You can't, we don't have a good view of the Woodbridge side because we're high up in the press box. But when you consider how far away North Hunterdon is, they travel well.
And Woodbridge always packs it in.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is a great atmosphere. I think all 3 of our high schools, kudos to the school administration, to the parents and the parents organization. It's always a very nice atmosphere.
There's some good views of the Woodbridge bleachers there.
Yeah, great job by our TV35 crew of looking out at the Woodbridge fans. And while the player gets off, let's give an early shout out to the camera crew: Emil Brandolfi, Jesse Beretta, Matt Nash, Steve Quetzen. Will Rubiano's doing a nice job on the replay. Will, we love you for that. And engineer Bruno Martins, technical director, the lovely Gina Forbes. And tonight, our director, the funny man, Joe Fernandez, doing a great job. And it's nice to be with you, team, as always. Kyle, we get the phone call, hey, are you available? My first answer is yes. And then I go beg my wife if she has anything for us to do. But it's always a pleasure to be here and to work with such a professional crew. And it's so exciting to be live on Facebook and whatever else we're live on. I hope folks are watching and cut us a little slack when we mess up.
Hey, if you are watching on Facebook, tell us where you're from. Where are you watching from?
I don't know what
The
happened.
ball, delay a game, offense, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
That's a tough penalty to take coming off of a timeout.
Yeah, an injury timeout. Yeah, that's weird. Okay, shut off your microphone now, ref. That hurt. All right, so we'll see now if North Hunterdon changes their play. They're all looking to the sideline. I'm figuring he must be just calling out the plays because it's not like they're looking to a wrist, or a wristband.
No, they're not.
So they must have some wording that they just shouted out.
Okay, Woodbridge's defense rotates up, and they come in on him, and they're chasing the quarterback down, but he's fast. A good open field tackle by Brian Anderson.
Very nice, Brian. That was a picture-perfect chest to numbers tackle.
I've been waiting to say, just like I taught him.
Yeah, there we go. Let's watch this one again. A broken play. Broken play, but he turns it in. And it's wide open play, wide open fields here, except for that beautiful tackle by Brian. Nice job. Congratulations, Papa. That was nice. Number 53, B.J. Charles, put the initial pressure on, but didn't break down and got away from him. And we know that the quarterback, number 9, can run. So
Drawl winds up and makes a throw, but it's incomplete. So Woodbridge has held, and this is the other 4th and out now, the 3rd time that the Lions have had the ball and have not been able to punch it in.
Yeah. It's the battle of the Titans out there. I mean, these teams are both fighting.
It's a good game, and when Woodbridge gets rolling, they get rolling, but right now they've got to get a few players loose, and they're just being defended very well. So let's see what they have the 4th time out here.
Yeah. Kudos to both coaching staffs right now, though. They're staying in the game and they're keeping the players focused. And as we predicted, even when we did our pregame, this is a game. I mean, both.
Really is. 3 minutes 54 seconds left, and we have teams that put up a lot of points that right now are not able to get into the end zone. That was A.J. Bosch, and the screen pass did not work. It was, as they say, the race car pass right to Bosch. It was sniffed out by the Lions defense.
It looked like
2nd and 15.
Andrew Schenkel was in on that one, number 7, and number 24 for North Hunterdon, Tristan Bryan, I'm sorry. High snap.
It was,
wow.
There was no blitz on that. That was just pure pressure right there from the Lions.
Yeah.
And they go back even further, so now it looks like about a 3rd and 20.
He was pressured because Bosch was open down here on the sideline. But you know, when you got somebody in your face, you can't read your keys. You don't see what's out there. So.
And it was a rare formation for Woodbridge. They only had 2 receivers that they were sending out there.
Now they're spread out. Barons are spread out, and we have a third in Hunterdon. Isaiah Allen in motion. That's where Stanton is looking, and down he goes again.
Stanton is sacked, bringing up 4th and
Stanton gets sacked there, and they're spying him pretty well.
Lions, that is their 2nd of the half.
North Brunswick, I keep saying that.
North
Hunterdon really had a nice momentum shift there and forcing Woodbridge to punt the ball with plenty of time left in the half, 2:21. We'll see if the Barons hopefully can rise to the occasion. So Colonia, I know Colonia plays North Hunterdon in the future. I was looking on the Max Prep thing. Who are they playing tonight, Colonia, do you know?
Colonia, is it Summit tonight?
I think you might be right. And how about
Kennedy is playing Cranford.
Oh, that's a tough game.
It's going to be a real tough game for them.
Yep.
I think Coach LaSalle right now settle this offense down, get Michael Calvert involved, and see what they can do, how they can get the ball in the hands of Isaiah Allen.
Yeah.
But some direct runs. Michael had some success. He had a 9-yard run early on, and he had an 8-yard run. But we've gotten away from that because I don't think we're used to this situation so late in the first half at a 0-0 game.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a kind of an unknown place for some of these players right now. So we'll see how this goes.
2:28 and kicking out of the end zone is not something that we're used to.
No, and it's never any fun for anyone. It's a lonely place back there, but he gets it off.
Nice punt. Looks like he threw his hands up for a fair catch, and that'll be fielded at the 39-yard line of the Barons.
So a good field position here for the North Hunterdon Lions. That was a pretty smart, fair catch right there because you never know where the ball's going to bounce, and it's a nice play.
Yeah, you take the positive yardage, and you're in the middle of the field right now, and your offense has been moving the ball. I don't know what their kicking game is like. Our kicking game right now is young, and we've not been able to put a field goal through yet, and we've been, for a couple of games we were shaky. We've got a stable kicker right now in Isaiah Tolliver. See what we can do.
All right, Barons defense back out there.
Ryan Drawall is back at quarterback for the Lions.
4 wide receivers for North Hunterdon. Barons defense is spread. Looks like they got a blitz call on. Short pass inside.
And number 4, Derek Evadis, catches it and spins off of the tackle for a big first down.
Eventually brought down by Dean Fiore, number 9.
Clock will start running as soon as they set those chains. It's close to the 2-minute mark.
North Hunterdon in business here. And they get set right away, no huddle. What?
Bad snap. And Drell's being chased out of bounds. He runs out of bounds. Number 15, Laz Lisoho, chases him out of bounds.
Boy, for a play that had a start like that, the way it ended up was a positive for North Hunterdon.
I thought it was a trick play at first.
Yeah. That's what happens when you have a running back playing quarterback, right? I mean, it's dangerous.
Anything can happen. We saw that last week. The quarterback from Montgomery was a former running back. He dropped back a lot. You drop back into your coverage, and then he takes off with the ball. And Drell is fully capable of that. He winds up
throws it behind him. That was intended for number 2, John Cicelli.
So mechanically, you can see that he's not a quarterback because when he takes a snap, although he has a strong arm, he has a big windup. He really brings the ball down from his waist and then throws up. And take a look at his throw, and it causes a delay, and what it does is it allows the defense to recover. So here comes the windup, a big windup there.
Yep. I think that might have been tipped just a little bit at the line of scrimmage, and it was thrown behind. So we have a second down now and about 7.
Okay, he gets that ball right out of there, and he's got some running room, and there's a hit. Looks like Isaiah Allen was the lead tackler on that one, but that was complete to Derek Vadas.
Yep, we've got a first down with 1:35 to go, and the clock is tipping. Under a minute and a half to go. North Hunterdon Lions knocking on the door. Back to,
and he gets the pass in. And that is number 13, Hunter Poulter.
Yeah,
hauls it in for the touchdown.
Well thrown ball by Ryan Drawl, that's for sure. Right on the money, right in the
right there.
Basket. Now we'll see what the punter. Is that number 9? Is that 9 or 8? Kyle, I can't see kicking.
Yeah, I can't see it either. He's got his body turned. And the kick is good.
It is. It's number 9. I guess Ryan Drawl does it all, right? He's a quarterback. And
I like that slogan for him. He really does it all right now.
Yeah. We're going to take a look at that touchdown again, folks. Lions first to draw it. Drawl looks pretty poised back there, boy. He stays in the pocket and throws that thing on the money.
And Michael Calvert was right there, but he was shielded by the big 6'3", 195-pound frame.
Yeah, that was a nice positioning by number 13, Hunter Poulter. So with just over a minute to go in the half, the Barons find themselves down for the first time in quite a while, right?
Yeah, I'd like to say it's unfamiliar territory, but when I showed up at the Sayreville game, they were down 12-0. So the one thing is for sure, the Barons have been in this position before, and they can fight their way out of it.
All right.
So if you recall, it was a pooch kick the last time.
Yep.
We'll probably see that again. That's a strategy kick by a lot of teams. You can see the way they're lining the ball up. And they try to kick it into that dead spot right there on the 40-yard line.
We'll see if they do it again.
Calvert and Allen back for the Barons.
There it goes again. And that one looks like possibly, oh, that was Dean Fury on the return. That's a strategy kick because most teams on their kick return team, they put their 2 best athletes back there, and some coaches' philosophy is if they're going to put their best guys, why am I going to get the ball to them?
Yeah, absolutely.
So the Barons have decent field position, but they've only got 1 minute and 7 seconds left to go. It looks like they have all three timeouts. So this is where at the end of every practice, they do the 2-minute drill, and this is the opportunity for them to execute.
Right, and they got that personnel in the game. I see that Brian Anderson is out there. He's the widest receiver away from us. Barons taking full advantage of the field, end to end. We have motion.
So he gets the ball out of his hands right away, but Isaiah Allen was spied perfectly on that play. Not much.
Derek Vitas was the player from North Hunterdon that was right in on play. So maybe back to the line of scrimmage, Kyle, as you said.
And the clock is running. So the Barons are careful to call timeout right now because if they're not going to get anything going on the next play or two, they don't want to leave a lot of time on the clock for another score by the Lions.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is the play where they've got to make something happen in order for them to call a timeout. So Matty takes off with it, gets tripped up.
Shoestring tackle.
Very impressed with the defensive schemes that they're running.
We got to give a shout out to number 22, Alex Urniak. Alex Urniak. Shoestring tackle, as they say. Saved that one because Matt was on his way. I think he had a little momentum going there.
He did. And they're going to let the clock run out. And they're going to go in unfamiliar territory, down 7-0. And North Hunterdon Lions are pumped up because here they have the number 15 team in the state right on the ropes.
Absolutely. So, folks, here you go. We got ourselves a ball game right now. North Hunterdon Lions up 7-0 over our Woodbridge Barons, and it's halftime. We're going to take a little break. We'll be back.
Please stand by.
Well, we're back here, start of the second half with the Barons down by 7. North Hunterdon, Kyle, seems to be, riding a little momentum right now. We'll see if the Barons can curb that a little bit.
Kudos to their defensive coordinator. He's done a very good job against the Woodbridge offense. This is what you find out what the coaches are made out of when they do their halftime adjustments.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, very uncharacteristic when you look at, I know you had some statistics here. Matt Stanton, 43 and 57, 692 total yards, 12 TDs, and only 1 interception. And for a team to be able to slow a guy like that down in a team like this is a pretty big accomplishment. So they got to be feeling really good. You got Isaiah Allen out there with all kinds of TDs against Sayreville. He had 5 TDs in 1 game. Calvert's another explosive guy. We always talk about Alex Bosch. So we'll see how it goes. North Hunterdon starts out with the ball. Goes around the end.
That's number 2, John Sarcelli.
Yep, and number 4, Dennis Smith, bumped him out of bounds. So the Lions start out with the ball in fairly good field position.
Well, you have to go back to the 2 turnovers for Woodbridge. You know, the turnover deep in the Lions territory really came back and hurt us to not get in the end zone on that play. And the other thing I think was worthy of mention is the ball control that North Hunterdon has right now.
Yeah, I mean, they got to be very happy with Ryan Draw's play back there at quarterback. And speaking of Ryan Draw, I don't see him coming out right now. I see number 6, Nick Glucksman.
And Glucksman is looking for running room, but doesn't find too much. That's interesting.
That was a direct snap, I think, to number 22, Alex Uranek. I believe that's what they did. They do that when they take Ryan out.
Ryan Dwall is back in.
Yep. So now they're in a more traditional set. That was a nice play by the Barons defense to start it out. Gain of less than a yard.
That's
nice.
Kent Edwards. No running room there. So the Barons have come out, made a few statements.
Amir Wallace in on that, man. I think he almost took the handoff. He was in there so quick.
And here's the situation where the Barons have been in quite often with the Lions. They've had them 3rd and 11 or 3rd and 12, and they've allowed them to pick it up on a nice little out pass. You know, they seem to throw it right to the sticks.
Hunter Poulter was like in the Woodbridge's huddle on that one, looking over on the sidelines for the offensive call. North Hunterdon spreading the field.
And there's some very tight coverage there. And there it goes.
Wow, right in the middle.
He put the ball right on the money, and the ball was thrown right at the sticks, and it's good enough for a first down. We also have a Baron down right now on the play.
A lot of movement going on. Don't want to see that.
That is number 1, Michael Calvert. Don't like the way he's lying down there.
Yep, we're going to take a look at that play again. Good pass protection. He stays in there and puts the ball on the money.
Looks like all the weight of Poulter came down on Calvert.
Looks like maybe he got the wind knocked out of him. Let's hope for that, because he looks like he's got his hands down, like he's going to get up.
And he's getting up there. Tough young man.
Boy, but that ball was thrown on the money. Again, I can't say enough about this Ryan draw. You know, I mean,
especially he hasn't been the primary passer for this season, so it's really only his 2nd game as a quarterback, because last week he wasn't even the primary passer.
Yeah.
Based on the statistics that we pulled off of Max Preps.
And it's nice that the coaching staff has the confidence in him, because they just go right to him. And here they are in a spread formation again, spread out across the field, 4 wide receivers, single setback.
And goes right to the passing.
Again.
They realize that they can pass on Woodbridge right now. This was what I was concerned about, because our secondary has some weak spots, and whether it's we're not getting enough pressure on the quarterback when he drops back to pass, or we're not expecting them to pass.
Yeah, well, he puts that on the money, and he went back again to number 13, Hunter Poulter, 2 times in a row.
He's going to keep going there, and let's hope one of our backs are quick enough to pick it off. But they go right to Kent Edwards. Nothing doing there. There's a penalty. It looks like it's going to be on the offense. There's a hold against the offense.
Right.
Holding on the offense, 10-yard penalty.
That's a setback. Nice job by the referee and the crew out there. Number 51 for the Barons is in the game. Dylan Bradley just ran out onto the field. And the Lions are looking over the sideline for the call. Ryan Drawl stays in the game. First down and about 20 yards to go. flag down in the back.
There is a flag on the play.
5-2, 5-2 with a hold.
We just heard the official
5-2 with a hold.
because he forgot to shut off his microphone.
Coach, moving back.
Number 52.
5-2.
And he's limping. So there's another break for
Holding.
the Barons.
Offense. 10-yard penalty. First down.
The 10-yard penalty.
Good job. Michael Calvert was the guy in there to initially make the hit, but the running back shook him off. But that slowed him up enough for the rest of the Barons to get in there. And now we've got a first down and a whole lot to go. Can't even begin to tell you how many yards it is.
Probably the best position that Woodbridge defense has been in a while today.
Absolutely. First and 30.
So I did tell people, we have some people watching on Facebook, and I said, hey, tell us where you're from. And I see my sister, I didn't even realize it. She's in Cancun, Mexico, watching the game.
Ah, wow. That's pretty cool. International. Hi, sis. Here we go. Motion.
Nice blitz. It was a center screen set up, but the blitz came timely. Who was that going in on that? That was number 36, I believe it was.
Dylan Bradley was in on that play, too. He was right there. They sniffed it out. Nobody got fooled on that. Nobody got fooled.
All right, second and about 30.
Yes, indeed. All right, here we go. 8:39 to go in the third quarter.
This
We're
is where
underway.
you don't want to give up a big play here. You know, 5-10 yards does not hurt you.
Right. Good rush.
Again, that is a big receiver. We've talked about it, but 10 yards is not going to hurt you.
Right. That's Hunter Poulter again. Has been the main guy in the second half. Sure.
You know, they waited a little while to go to him, and he's going to cause problems for our D-backs.
We'll see
There we
that
go.
one more time. Amir Wallace was in on that stop.
Go.
Right there, and Amir wraps him up.
That was
no,
Dennis.
yeah,
Dennis Smith.
Dennis Smith. Yep. Amir came in a little later. What do we got? A penalty here?
It looks like it.
Wow, a dead ball penalty. Holy mackerel.
And
15 yards.
it's an automatic first down.
On the Barons, the automatic first down.
I did not see that. Let's see.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a late hit. See, forget it. It's okay.
Okay, it'll be first and 10 for North Hunterdon.
Wow.
Okay, we're getting a timeout here, and referees are conferring about that.
I think Coach
Coach-
LaSalle is talking about the way they marked it. Well, guess he got his answer. The Lions in the spread offense again, single setback. 4 wide receivers spreading the field. Oh,
All right, Kent Edwards is not finding the running room. That was number 53, B.J. Charles, 5'10", 225.
that was a break actually for North Hunterdon because that ball was up in the air there. It just came right back. Second down and 15 now with 7:50 to go in the third quarter. North Hunterdon Lions with the ball.
There's a swing pass to Edwards. Gets back up to the line of scrimmage, but there is a penalty marker in the backfield, and that looks to favor the Barons on this. Another hold.
Yeah.
Against the Lions.
You know, I've said this early on in the game. Number 7 for the Barons, Amir Wallace. That young
Holding.
man,
Offense. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
he's always around the ball.
Yeah.
He's always around the ball.
You like to see that. He's got, and although he's built like a lineman,
Yeah.
he plays offense like a running back and plays defense like a linebacker.
Yeah. He's very agile for a big fella, that's for sure. Lions got number 4 here. Derek Vaddis spread way out. And they opt to run the ball, and we find a little room here.
Boy, he broke one off. So now they're going to have a third and about 5-yard line.
Kenty Edwards.
3rd and 5, yep.
Kenty Edwards with a big run there. Let's take a look at that one again if we can. He's very patient, and he bounces it outside.
So Jason Bradley.
Nice block there by North Hunterdon, number 4.
Okay, we got to get them into a 4th down situation here. Let's see, they called, there we go, there's the discipline. That's the 3rd offsides penalty for us today. And this one is costing us a 1st down.
That ball, offsides defense, 5-yard penalty, result in a 1st down.
It's not something we're accustomed to seeing with the Barons, but they're a little bit on their heels right now. Got to see how they bounce back. Lions staying in that spread formation.
All right, trying to string that play out, but Edwards picks up another 4 yards.
North Hunterdon's number 47 is not on my roster, but he's been doing a very nice job. Oh, here it is, all the way at the end. 47, Hunter Voss, 5'8", 230. I was just going to say, he's a big dude, 47. He had a nice block on that play for North Hunterdon.
There's a break for the Barons. There's a break, and the ball came loose, and the Barons recovered. And that is number 15, Laszlo Soho. And he is pumped up, and he should be.
Yeah, let's see if the Barons can now take advantage of that, boy.
That's a big break for the Barons.
Yeah, not only did they stop the play, but man, oh man, they broke up a little momentum there. They got to get some for themselves. Let's see if we can turn it around there.
They have to capitalize.
Yep, we're gonna take a look at that. There's a good picture of Coach LaSalle getting his troops together and ready and focused. And here's that play again.
Oh, right through his hands.
Yeah, right from the beginning.
And the Barons come away with the ball. Big
job.
1-5. Look at him fired up there. I love to see that.
That's always exciting when you recover a fumble.
Midfield. Woodbridge is actually coming out with a 1 receiver set right now.
Bosch out here, split real wide. Hand off on the inside.
And there we go.
Yeah.
There we go. That's Isaiah Allen. We saw this in the Sayreville game where they started lining Isaiah Allen up in the running back position. See what they can do.
Same play.
All right.
Picking and choosing.
Okay. They had to mix it up.
So far in this possession, a nice dose of the running game here. You know, you got a guy that scored 5 touchdowns in one game. I guess you got to get him the ball.
Absolutely.
2nd and 6.
So the Barons are really trying to work a hurry-up offense. And when that happens,
That ball, neutral zone.
and that's what happens. You get guys that aren't set. And you try to draw the defense into that situation, but occasionally you're going to draw your offense into that.
Yeah, that's where the discipline pays off. Stanton went to the sideline. Now he's in the game. A.J. Bosch out here wide, all by himself.
Isaiah Allen makes a nice little.
flag.
Yeah, that's in the backfield. That's not good for the Barons. There's a hold.
It's going to be on Caleb Barahona.
It's going to push them back to about the 50-yard line.
Holding, offense, 10-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Jeez. 1 step forward, 2 steps back is the way it's going right now for the Barons. All right, we got a 2nd down and a whole bunch here. 2nd down and 15. I think that's being generous. Probably a lot more than that. 2nd down and at least 20. We're into a little bit of a wider formation now.
And he goes deep for Allen. And he almost caught the ball on his back. What a great effort, but it was well covered.
Yeah,
Brings up a 3rd down and 20.
Well thrown ball by Stanton. We'll take a look at that one more time. You can see the ball's well thrown, perfect spiral.
And actually, Allen almost catches it while he's on his back. Watch this.
Just missed it. Just missed it. That was good. Good spatial awareness. He knew where he was.
All right, we're 5 receiver set, empty backfield.
3rd down.
Oh, Matt. All right, gets the ball out to number 3. That is Leo Wright Jr. That is a catch. It'll bring it up to 4th and 10.
See what the Barons do now.
Another penalty marker. Hold on to the Barons.
Mackerel.
That's going to push him back even further.
Oh, boy. Barons, you know, it just seemed here that they were getting some rhythm, and then things just
Holding, offense, 10-yard penalty. 3rd down.
I know we're not keeping the stats, but the penalties against the Barons are killing them.
Oh, the defensive penalties alone. Right now, you probably want to just go for some type of a screen play. You don't want to go down too far down the field because you take a sack. Let's see. Oh, there's a handoff. Okay. Not much. Got a punt.
Number 22, Alex Yurniak, in on that play. Good job by the North Hunterdon Lions on that. Number 52 for the Barons going back to punt, Jason Bradley. This is a big punt.
And the clock is running down 3 minutes. He's got a big leg. It's a quick punt and fair catch again.
Number 28, Danny De La Santa. Delisant. There's no A at the end. So the Barons defense back on the field. See if they can come up with another big play here.
Barons are shooting themselves in the foot. You know, they get it, like you said, 2 steps forward, 3 steps backwards, and they've got to figure it out. They got to put together a very good stand here on defense. They can't let North Hunterdon chew up the clock and take up a lot of the field and use that field position against the Barons.
North Hunterdon hustling on the field. Change of possession, 2:50 to go in the 3rd period. We're having a little personnel problem now. And there's a whistle on the field. I think they had to call a timeout. Boy, you hate to have that.
Yeah.
You know, that's not a...
Timeout, North Hunterdon. That is their first of the half.
So we got a little time here. Let me once again thank the TV 35 sports crew for doing a great job, as always, on the camera. Emil Brandolfi. Emil's probably a little sore from taking one on the chin there earlier in the game. Jesse Beretta, Matt Nash, Steve Quetchin. Will Rubiano on the replay. Will doing a nice job, as I said earlier. The lovely Samantha Roth on graphics. Engineer Bruno Martins, and the lovely Gina Forbes, technical director, and our man, Joe Fernandez, the director tonight. Team's doing a great job.
Always do. Got a little Journey going in the background there.
Yeah. I'm thinking Sopranos, but that's just me.
It's a Jersey song.
Yep, absolutely. And here come the Lions, taking over their possession. They got to be feeling pretty good about themselves right now.
Yeah, they're in control. That's for sure.
Got some motion going on here, coming to this side of the field.
Almost another errant snap, and he goes downfield right now. And then, players are calling for an interference, doesn't get it. The receiver comes up a little gimpy, but it looks like he's going to walk that off.
Yep, that's that big number 13, man. He's that
Hunter
Hunter
Poulter.
Poulter. He's the target.
They're going to go with him all day, and
So it might be a little mismatch there in size. Hunter's a big dude, right? I mean, let's see, what do we got here? 6'3"?
6'3", and you got Dennis Smith is about 5'10".
Yeah, let's take a look at that. We'd be able to see that matchup. I'll tell you, this quarterback stays in that pocket nice. He's throwing a nice ball.
Yeah,
Little underthrown.
Yeah, that one was a little short.
Yeah.
Edwards gets through, picks up about 6. 3rd and 4. This is a big 3rd down for Woodbridge right now.
And the Lions looking to the sideline for their call. Ryan Dwall's in the game. He's staying in. Sometimes they go direct snap on these situations, but he remains in the game. They got a slot to the far end of the field and motion here, so they're bringing everybody over.
That was a jet sweep. He does not. Oh, he does get the 1st down, it looks like.
He's close. Depends on where they spot him.
Looks like they're giving it to him. No, we're moving the chains.
Yeah, there's momentum. Wow.
The announcer was trying to influence the referees there, but didn't. There was no going for it.
Good second effort by that running back. I think that was 22, not 22.
Was that 3 Kente Edwards?
I think so.
Yes. He's been carrying the bulk of the inside handoffs.
Good job by the Lions offensive line there, just staying with their blocks. Got twins out here at the top of the field, straight up the middle.
And they're all over. They eat them up right now at the line of scrimmage.
Yep, might even have been a little lost there.
And we should pay attention to those snaps because I saw another snap go back that was off to the left. So I don't know if the center, as the game goes on, is getting a little tired or whatever. But the snaps, we had one go through the hands of the quarterback for North Hunterdon, and I saw one sail off to the left. See how it goes. Okay, and it's a pass, and
number 4, Derek Vadas.
And that was number 9, Dean Fury on the tackle. Good coverage, and right there for the tackle. But the throw was perfect.
Center for the Lions, number 52, Winston Hess, doing a good job in the middle. You noticed there was some directional issues with the snap, but boy, he's holding his own in the middle there.
Yeah. They're going to let the clock run out, and they're going to move the ball on the other side of the field and begin the 4th quarter with a 3rd and 4.
Yeah. Also a nice job by Tom Markovich, number 60 for the Lions. As we move into the 4th quarter, we got ourselves a game here right now with North Hunterdon up by 7 and seemingly in charge. If you were keeping score of momentum, there seems to be a little more momentum on that side of the field.
Yeah, Woodbridge is in trouble right now, and they've got to find their way out of it. Their defense has to come up with a play.
Yeah.
Right now, 3rd and 4 situation. What is North Hunterdon doing? They've run a hard count and drawn Woodbridge offsides twice, or actually 3 times. So expect something like that right now.
Absolutely, and you got to be prepared for that. And I'm sure Coach LaSalle and his staff are informing them that. This is really unfamiliar territory, right? For the Barons being down in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they ended up closing the gap against Sayreville in the 3rd quarter when they were down. Well, actually, it was in the 2nd quarter. They were down 12-0 in the 1st quarter. They had a big 2nd quarter, and they went in 28-28, and then they pulled away in the fourth quarter.
Well, we'll see what we got. This is a big play right here as we switch directions. Barron's got a lot of people up on the line of scrimmage right now. It looks like North Hunterdon's changing the play. Barron's got a lot of people up on that line of scrimmage, boy.
And he makes the catch, but he gets pushed out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So he might even have lost a yard on that one. So it's 4th down and 5, but 4th and 4, and very wisely North Hunterdon is setting out their punt team.
Yep.
You got to play the field position.
Number 9, Dean Fiore, a nice play being around the ball there and pushing that guy out of bounds well before the first down. So the Barons are going to get another shot at this. Let's hope they stay on sides.
Isaiah Allen's back deep. If he can get a good punt return, anything can happen.
Well, with Isaiah, if he gets his hands on the ball, he's always dangerous.
High snap.
Very high snap.
Good punt, though. Very high punt. And, wow, that ball died at the end, and Allen caught it on the 20-yard line. He slipped hard, and he's slow to get up, so I hope he's all right.
Yeah, he had I think his reaction, he might have just cramped up because nobody hit him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, he's not getting up. It's not good. So, could be a cramp. Yeah, it looks like a cramp. They're rubbing out for him.
So the Barons now with the ball starting on their 20-yard line, and they got a ways to go. So we'll see what Coach LaSalle dials up for his offense and how the guys respond. You don't like to see Isaiah with a cramp or anything because he's definitely the workhorse there. When they were moving the ball at the start of the half, he was our guy.
Yeah, not at this point in the game, and being down as long as he has. Some cramps are worse than others.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. We haven't seen too much of Alex Bosch either. He's another, guy you'd like to see break out a little bit now in this final quarter.
And you can tell that he's not actually going to be ready to jump back on the field in the next few plays.
Yeah,
it's
you
really
can tell
tightening up.
You could tell by the way he's walking. His heels hitting the ground first. Doc's walking out with him, and Barons are going back out there. First down on the 20-yard line with 11:46 to go in the game. We find our Barons down by 7.
All right, we've got Michael Calvert back in the backfield and A.J. Bosch out left.
Barons in a tight formation.
There's Michael.
Nice run, very nice run by Calvert.
He's had positive yardage today. We just haven't had an opportunity to get the ball in his hands that often. We've been in deep, 3rd and long, 2nd and long situations all the time.
Yeah. Looks like it's looks more to me like he got 7 yards on that. They said 4. I think it's like 2nd down and 3.
Nah, we can see from here. That's definitely a 2nd and 3 situation.
Yeah, absolutely. Barons in that tight formation again, indicating they're going to run. Calvert again.
Nothing doing on that one.
Not this time. Got a little bit of a gain again, unless the guys with the sticks don't know what they're doing. But it looks like there's third and less than a yard, right, for a first down.
Yeah, they gave him some forward momentum on that one. So this is a quarterback sneak type of situation to get the first.
6 foot and 165 pounds. He's not a big fella, but he runs big. He runs.
Michael's
strong.
got strong legs. He's actually a very high jumper, and here we go with Matt. Matt goes forward, gets a big
Moves
push.
the crowd.
Yeah, it's a big push there.
Very nice job. That whole front line of the Barons there. Jason Bradley, B.J. Charles, nice job by those guys up front. Of course, big number 66, A.J. Alahusani. I don't know if I'm saying that right, and I hope I don't get him upset because, goodness gracious, 6'4", 295.
So we got a Craig Van Duyn, watching the game right over on Barron Avenue. Why don't you come on over? You know, you're that close. You can come over and watch the end of the game.
Penalty against the Barons. Ay, 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 there we go again. Holding, no less. Oh, boy, that's going to push them back.
Film is not going to be fun tomorrow morning, that's for sure.
No, sir.
Holding, offense, 10-yard penalty, first down.
That hurts. When you had so much nice momentum going, that really hurts.
That's a big penalty.
So we've got a first down and a whole bunch here, 20-plus yards.
First and 22 for the Barons.
22, first and 22.
Okay.
Calvert up the middle.
Calvert picks up about 5 yards. And
17 for the Barons.
still have not seen Allen re-enter.
Isaiah's right next to the trainer here.
He's stretching.
Yep.
He's stretching, just trying to get himself ready.
He just got that water bottle in his hand. There goes Bosch in motion. Stan's giving him some instructions. But that wasn't Bosch. Bosch was wide, I'm sorry. Stan rolls out that way.
Finds, looks like Dean Fury there.
Yeah, number 9.
Yes.
Nice course. So this is a manageable third down here. They got some of that penalty back. But boy, imagine no penalty. We'd be looking so much better here.
Absolutely. We'd be on the other side of 50. Or at least very close to it.
There's a good look. Offensive lineman, number 95, Lamar Knight.
Got our friend Jimmy Frage watching on Facebook, and Jeff Sims.
Ah,
and some guys that we know.
Some of our guys, yeah, absolutely. We have a wide out right over here.
Turn it up, Michael. Turn it up. And that's a first down by Michael Calvert.
Very nice job.
He actually did a tuck and roll at the end of that play.
Yeah. Hey, let's take a look at that one again. That was a very nicely developed play. Handoff. Calvert, look at his eyes. Looking downfield, looking for that opening.
And he stayed with the play. He did not feel the temptation to cut up early.
Some nice blocking out there, too, by that old line.
There you go. Ride Michael right now. Ride him. Keep going, Michael. There you go. That's the way you run. Yeah, we usually make this disclaimer that we're homers when we announce this, right?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
We let the people over in North Hunterdon know we love and respect your young men out there playing football, but we are rooting for the Barons.
No question. Alex Uraniak, in big hit on that play, did a nice job.
Okay, staying again with Michael. He's got a little momentum, but they just might get that first down on that one.
Number 5, Chris Schenkel, was in on that play. He kind of ran past it, but I think he started the.
We've got Michael down.
Oh,
so Michael Calvert is down with an injury. And
Isaiah looks like he's ready to go back in the game. He's coming up to Calvert up on his own power. It looks like he's hobbling a little bit.
I don't know if it's a cramp with him or just some type. Yeah, he's walking kind of gingerly.
Third and short for the Barons.
The importance on game day of what you eat and drink during the day, because what you're doing right now, what you drink on, it's not going to help you. It's not going to get into your system.
And the night before too. It's very important. You know.
Absolutely. Remember those? Did you guys have pasta dinners down at the College of New Jersey?
Yeah, we
Friday
did.
Nights?
Absolutely. Go, Isaiah, get up there. He gets the first down.
Nice job. Nice to come back.
So he's back with another cramp again.
Yep.
He's walking back off the field with the cramp. So I think we're going to have to probably see A.J. Bosch in the backfield, I would think, if he knows the I don't know who's going to be the third running back.
Number 13, Brian Anderson, back in the game. Collins splitting out wide. there's nobody back there right now.
And they go to
All right. Good run. Nice job.
Matt Stanton. Barrels ahead for 7 yards.
Danny Dulasant on that tackle over on Matt. It was a nice play. Ryan Anderson still out wide, and Bosch wide here on the side closest to the press box where we are. And there's a timeout on the field. This is critical, Kyle. 6:34. You know, that's a lot of time, but the way this game is going, the time is starting to become an issue here.
Sure, I can recall 6:33 remaining in the Colonia game when they threw the ball over to Brian for a first down, and they went ahead. They were down 14-13. And I recall that because I probably watched it about 100 times. So here it is now, 6:34, 2nd and 3, and you got both of your backs on the sideline. So where do we go? Who do we go to? Who's going to be the guy? So right now they've showed us that it's been Matt Stanton. Matt's barreled ahead, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
Our man Brandon Hall from Colonia, now an assistant up at FDU. And we're really excited to see Brandon up there. And I know he reached out to the GMC basketball coaches and invited them up to a practice. And I'm fortunate to still be on the email chain, so I couldn't resist emailing Brandon back and telling him how proud we are of him and look forward to it. And here we go.
Okay. So Brandon is a great young man, but Matt on this play, he gets the first down. Or at least very close to it, but they were right in the backfield, and he slipped the tackle. It is a first down.
Good job by Stanton on that one.
So what Woodbridge has to do, we see Michael Calvert coming back in the game. That's a good sign.
Yep.
But Woodbridge has to protect the ball, and they've got to find a way to get a little bit more momentum where they can get maybe 8-10 yards a carry.
Moving the ball, they got to stay on sides. No penalties now.
Different formation here from Woodbridge. Michael fights ahead.
Gets something.
And like you said, you got to be careful. You don't fumble that ball, you know, going for that 2nd and 3rd effort.
Yep. Number 7, Schenkel for the Lions, was the first person to hit, but he bounced off that. Barron's in a little bit of a hurry-up offense there. Oh,
yep.
Now they're huddling up.
5 minutes left. They've got to get inside that red zone quick. And they're eventually gonna have to put that ball up in the air. They got some fresh legs out there too.
Yep. Brian Anderson out, split wide, far away from us.
Matty Stanton gets a few.
Right side, gain of 4, bringing up 3rd and 6 for the Barons.
All right, big play here for the Barons right now. You figure they're definitely in 2-down territory, but you'd like to see them get it on 3rd down. Barons coming out of the huddle.
4 minutes and 55 seconds left.
Brian Anderson and Bosch split out wide. Matt keeps the ball again. He finds some running room, and there he goes. Yeah. Matt Stanton, there we go, baby.
That's what we wanted.
It's just what we needed.
Coach saw something there, and he kept at it. He kept at it. He knew that Matt was going to bust one, and he worked him out.
You could have drove an 18-wheeler through that hole.
Yes, you could have. Yeah.
Hopefully, after the extra point, we can take a look at that again. But man, there was.
This is a very crucial extra point here. They're going to go for 2. They're going for 2 in this one.
Wow.
They're going for the win. It's a sideline warning. And this is crucial. I mean, there's enough time where they could get the ball back, but this is crucial. They're going for it here.
It's a big play.
Let's see what they're going for. I think you got to roll Matty out and put some pressure on these cornerbacks, because these cornerbacks are going to drop back. He's going to roll left on this one, I think.
He's got his 2 receivers.
No, he's not. He's going right. Hey, he gets the blue points. Great job, Matt. Great call, Coach.
Right in there, right off. All right, we're going to take a look at this touchdown again. It was all standing on that one. Here we go with the play. He finds his hole. Beautiful block by Amir Wallace. And there he goes, off to the races. He even gets the look back. And then again, he takes it for the 2 points. So very quickly, with 4:42 to go, we find Woodbridge up by 1 point. And that's a big 1 point.
It is.
All right, and here we're going to get a look at the 2-point conversion again. Stanton again, it's the Stanton show. He finds the opening.
There was no thought of passing that ball. He was going right ahead. He took all 195 pounds of himself, and he got across that goal line.
Yep, and
what a play.
And in front of him again, number 7, Amir Wallace, and a nice job by the offensive line on that side. Now the Barons are going to kick off. Play a little defense with 4:42 to go. And the crowd is up and alive on the Barron side. Players are all hopped up.
And they should be. They should be. They waited all game for this. They've not been in a situation where they've gone this late in the game and have not put up a point. They just proved to themselves that they have an offensive line that can move that defense. So excellent job. And let's see what the defense can do here. Short kick at the 25. They get him pushed out of bounds. That was number 28, Danny Delisant, that took that kick return. Okay.
Here we go. It's time for a little defense. And where we are. Barons up by 1, 4:39 left in the game. It's been a grueling game. You got to figure these guys are, tired between the cramps and
won and lost in the trenches. And Woodbridge has a couple of athletes that are coming out of the game, and this is where a quarterback like that steps up, and he has the weight of the world on his shoulders, and he delivers. All right, and Drywall doesn't see anything. And does the ball get picked off?
Yes, it does, by number 15.
There's a penalty marker on the play. Let's see.
There is a flag on the play, folks. Could be interference on the parent.
It was tipped. If it was tipped, that should...
The referee is pointing back towards the line of scrimmage saying, I think he's got a tip, and I think they're going to wave it off. I could be wrong, but they're talking about it.
The interception was by Laz Lazoho.
And that's his second turnover recovery there. They went with it. The coaches are not happy about it. I think that there was a discussion. Well, there definitely was a discussion, but I think there was, let's see if this ball gets.
All right, we're going to watch this play again as the officials are marking off the penalty. 51.
Drywall gets out of there. Let's see if that ball gets tipped at all. No, does not get tipped there. Now, the pass interference had to come before the play.
Yeah.
Had to come before the tip. So 15 was there. He was screening him, but I didn't see any push or anything like that. And they're going back and talking about it.
All right, we're going to take a look at this play again from the angle. I'm trying to see where the pass interference.
He was there. He touched him a little bit, but not worthy of a pass interference call. He's screening him.
Yeah, that might be the only thing. He had his back to the ball and his hands up at one point.
It looks like there could be a reversal of the call.
Shall we tell them? We can give you a little insight.
I don't know. The sideline is getting pumped up.
Yeah,
he's getting yelled off to the sideline.
Yeah, you can't get in on the crowd there. So we'll see how it's going. Still some discussion going on. It was a very unusual play. A lot went on, folks. You saw it on the replay. There was a lot of.
Coach LaSalle sees something down there, and he saw something, and he pointed that out to the head referee. If this get up, he stayed with the call. They stayed with the call. He is livid right now. He is livid. But now you gotta recollect yourself. You gotta.
Oh.
That's what you don't want. That's what you don't want right now. This is not what you want.
You know what, though? That official, come on now. I mean, unless, I don't know if there was some words exchanged, but you got to let your coach, you got to let the coach air it out a little bit,
yeah,
for God's sake.
And now you're going to give him a 5-yard sideline warning.
You know, I mean, you called a timeout to look that over again. I don't want to.
And reversed it because, all right, here we go.
That's good.
Let's get back to the game. There's a screen pass or a little
Here comes Amir. There it is.
And one of the Bradleys. Which one is that? Number 51, and that is Dylan Bradley on the sack. What a big play. He gets back that penalty.
Yep.
You know, in basketball, they say the ball don't lie, right?
Yeah.
This one here, it all balanced out.
Hey, and I got to give a shout out to my man Amir Wallace. He made that happen. He gave Bradley that opportunity to come up.
Sometimes it's not always the guy that makes a sack. It's the other guy that gets in that way. Let's see what they do here. All right, quarterback's going to run. Amir gets by Amir.
Ooh,
and what a great hit there by number 4, Dennis Smith.
Wow, nice hit by Dennis.
That's a huge hit right there.
And Amir, again, snipping at the heels, chasing him. And a big hit by Dennis. Nice job by the Barons. 3rd down and like 15.
Yep, 3rd and 15. This is a big play. 3:25 left in the game.
Clock is ticking. We got a nail biter here, folks.
All right, they're going to be looking for the big receiver. He's throwing
That
this one up
in the air.
Wow.
Busted up.
Ryan jumped a little bit early. That ball, I don't know if he got his hand on it, but the receiver did not get the ball.
Let's take a look at that again. He threw it into the crowd there. He was under a lot of pressure.
Okay.
Look at that. Nice.
And Brian did get a hand on that ball.
Yeah,
good for
nice
him,
job.
Brian.
Nice job. And he let us know, too.
Yeah, he did.
Good job. Good job.
4th
Brian
down.
Anderson with a big play there at a very important time. And they're going for it.
There's a blitz. And
they
hit the
smack
quarterback
it down,
as he
and
delivers.
there we go.
And Woodbridge is going to be able to hold on to this ball. Wow. What a great center blitz there.
Yep.
And that was number 30. Yep. Sean Hughes.
Very nice play. And Wallace in on that again. All right, let's
see that blitz.
We could see that one more time.
Number 30, Sean Hughes comes in.
Does a great
and
job.
Gets in the quarterback's way, and look at that. Look at that play. Sean Hughes, 6 foot, 170 senior.
Why do I think we're going to get a nice helping now of Matt Stanton? 3 minutes to go. That's a lot of time.
Yep, all we got to do is hold on to this ball.
And they got the passing unit out there. Brian Anderson's out close wide to our side of the field. Stanton's back in the shotgun and a good clean snap, and there he goes.
Hold that ball, Matty.
There he goes, picks up a nice gain.
That's it. Keep the clock running, and Woodbridge has the ball, and
he's got a lot of gas in the tank, Stanton, Kyle. He runs to the sideline to talk to Coach LaSalle, and not walk. He's running. He's
late
pumped
in the
up.
game. He is pumped, and he should be.
Yeah, I think that's a real credit to the condition of the Barons team to be able to be as strong as they are now in a game that's this tough. This is an interesting formation out here. The guys are stacked out wide.
And Stanton holding on to that ball. You got to be careful spinning.
Yeah.
You don't want to spin. You don't need to get all these extra yards or extra effort. Just go forward. Try to hold on to that ball. All right.
All right. right, so we got a timeout with 2:12 to go. That's the last timeout of the half. I'm sure both teams can use a little bit of a break. What a game we have here, folks. I should say, what a second half, especially now, right? I mean,
folks here got their money's worth.
Yeah. It seemed like the Barons couldn't get any kind of rhythm going, and then they, penalties and
injuries and just a lot of penalties today. So there's some things that they got to work on, and they really didn't have the ball control that North Hunterdon had.
It's time for the percolator, folks. I don't know if you can hear the music, but it's time for the percolator.
That's it. Kids are into it.
All right, we got a third down in about 2.
First down here pretty much assures a couple of victory formations after that.
Make you pretty comfortable for sure. Stanton back in that shotgun, and they're in a tight formation. Ryan Anderson now. And there's the first down.
There was no denying that they were going to run that play. He's just going to come straight at you.
Yep.
Everybody's out of the backfield. They're not passing the ball. So here we are. It's a 4th down and very.
Oh no, yeah, I was going to say that's got to
give him a first down. I thought so.
Absolutely.
I thought so.
Yep.
So now you get into the victory formation. The clock is running. You let the clock run down. You wait till the referee gives you the 5-second call as he starts waving it off, and you take a knee.
Yep.
And this should all but assure a victory for
B.J. Charles, number 53, just picked Bosch up like he was a feather. I was like, what is going on?
That's elation right there.
Yeah.
That is elation.
Sorry to see number 55 for the Lions, Greg Rowell, being assisted off the field. Greg's had a very good game. He's been playing tough up front.
The linemen don't get enough credit.
No, absolutely.
When they start getting some injuries at the end of the game, you want to make sure that these guys are healthy for the next game.
Absolutely.
It's far from over, but North Hunterdon gave all they could.
Number 56, Khalib Barahuna, had a very nice game on that offensive line. And they're in their tight formation right now. Stanton back there feeling pretty good. I always hate to see their knees exposed like that, the pants that he has on, but I guess that's just the way it is now.
Yeah, I think the rule is as long as they're not too high. And here's Matt Stanton. There he takes the knee.
Yep. Hey, I just got a text from my cousins down in southern Florida. Listening to it on Facebook. Hello, guys, Perez family. They're all a bunch of Mustangs.
All right, and fellow Councilman Corey Spiller gave us a thumbs up. Great job to the Barons. Hey, Corey, how you doing there, buddy?
All right, Corey. All right, here we go. Stanton's back there again, well protected. 43 seconds and counting, and they're using up every second that they can. What a game, folks. 8-7.
And North Hunterdon's not even going to, try to push the issue. This will be it. This will run out the clock.
And that should do it, folks.
And again, thank you to our crew on the camera. Emil Brandolfi, Jesse Beretta, Matt Nash, Steve Quetchin, replay, Will Rubiano, Samantha Roth on the graphics, engineer Bruno Martins, technical director, the lovely Gina Forbes, and director Joe Fernandez. Good job. And as the time clicks down, 5 seconds to go, Kyle, what are your final thoughts on the game? I mean, this thing was like a roller coaster, emotionally and physically.
It really is, and it's a testament to the coaching staff and to the guts. They had a gut check. We were saying at 6 minutes and 34 seconds left that Woodbridge had a big first down that they needed. They got that first down. They overcame a penalty, and Woodbridge, I tell you what, they wanted to be 5-0, and they are.
Yeah, absolutely, and they deserve every minute. And when you look back, Kyle, depending on how this season goes, when you survive a game like this, it's a real character builder, and it makes you stronger. And makes you realize that, you know, people don't put those shoulder pads and helmets on just to go out there and take a walk on the field. So
You're right. We called it we didn't call it, but we identified that their record was misleading, but what they call that is a trap game.
yeah,
This could have been a trap game for Woodbridge, and Woodbridge prevailed. Kudos to them.
absolutely. And Woodbridge has who next week? Do we know?
I think they have Kennedy.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
that's right.
I think they have Kennedy.
Yeah,
so.
what's the chances of us doing that game? I think the mayor and Mr. Coughlin will probably suck that baby right up, but who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky. We're the Mustangs.
Yeah.
We should be there. Well, anyway, Greg Ficara, Kyle Anderson, and again, thank you to our crew. Thank you to everybody who watched this on Facebook and all your shout outs to us. We certainly enjoyed being this. We know that we're a bunch of amateurs, but we love doing it. So congratulations to the Baron. Kyle, it was great to share the announcing with you today. And folks, we'll see you again. Good night, everybody.
Good night.